Hello guys, welcome to a new episode of Tactic Tester, and as always, if you've liked this video, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button because it really helps me out. And for today, we are here at Barcelona, and yeah, it's one of the biggest club in Europe, of course, and today we're going to try and make them the best team in Europe. So, we are playing a 4-3-3 and have tried to recreate the tactic that Pep Guardiola used, but of course with different players because most of them aren't even at the club right now, apart from Piqué, Alba, and Messi, and Sergio Busquets, of course. So we've got here Ter Stegen, of course, one of the best goalkeepers in the league, on sweeper keeper duty. We've got we've got Nelson Semedo as a fullback on attack and Jordi Alba as a fullback on support. Piqué and Umtiti are both ball-playing defenders on defend. We've got the back two got protection from Sergio Busquets in that deep line playmaker role. And up front he's got Frankie de Jong and Arthur, both on central midfield on support duties, but Arthur got more direct passes, take more risks, dribble less and shoot more often, whereas Frankie got pass it shorter, dribble more, shoot more often, get further forward, run from position and stay wider. On the wings we've got Leonel Messi, of course, in that inverted winger role, or inside forward role on support with more direct passes, cross aim center, shoot more often and sit narrower, so he's gonna cut a little bit more inside. Antoine Griezmann on the winger on attack role with pass it shorter, cross aim center, shoot more often, cross on the byline, dribble more, run wide with the ball, get further forward and stay wider. And then down here up front we've got Luis Suarez on attack, deep line forward on attack with pass it shorter, shoot more often, run from position, move into channels, take more risks, hold up the ball and move into channels. We're playing on a positive mentality with extremely attacking with overlap on the left and on the right, play up the defense, much shorter passing with a slightly higher tempo and run at defense with mixed crosses. Then we've got in transition, we've got counter press and counter. Goalkeeper has to distribute it quickly. He distributes it to the center backs and the fullbacks with shorter kicks. And then out of possession, our defensive width is very wide. We've got a higher line of engagement and a higher defensive line, stay on feet and more urgent pressing. And for this tactic, I've set up the set piece takers, the corners. So to make the most out of it, it's very important because you will score a lot of goals with Messi when he's on free kick duty. But yeah, as always, I will see you guys in January, and it's going to be January 15th or January 14th in this case, after the Getafe game. So I'll see you guys there. It is now January 14th, and as you can already see, we are currently fourth, 2 points behind second, and an amazing 17 points of first. Yikes. However, we have currently won the Spanish Super Cup, an easy 3-0 win over Real Madrid after, but yeah, I'm saying it right, yeah. And before that we beat Atletico Madrid 4-2 with extra game time. Still a win nonetheless. We're still in the Champions League, first knockout rounds against Young Boys, and we enter the Spanish Cup in 8 days. And in the group stage we finished, let me see, first, 5-point lead over second Bayern Leverkusen, so I'm very happy with that. But what I'm not so happy about is those losses like this. A 1-0 against Leganes loss, another loss against Granada, a 2-0 loss against Real Madrid, which is kind of acceptable, because it's Real Madrid, but come on, Levante 0-0, Athletic Bilbao 2-2. What we have got here, Alvarez. After we've come down, they went ahead. It's disgusting. Same goes for Mallorca. These are games that actually we should win. Same goes for Figo. Same goes for Villarreal. We really should beat those teams. And look, it's a 25-minute own goal from Antoine Griezmann. Come on, man. You're a professional football player. You're being paid what? Let me have a look at it. You're getting paid 650 grand a week, and you score own goals. That's just plain wrong, mate. Plain wrong. But yeah, and what's also been playing into these games is that we've actually had a lot of tiny injuries. Currently, we've got 2 injured players, Antoine Griezmann and Frankie de Jong. But if we have a look at the injury history, we've so far had 34 injuries, which isn't that good. As you can see, Neto missed 89 days, Luigi Puig missed 63, Sergio Roberto 36, MTD 30, Arthur 27. Even Ter Stegen got injured, and that meant that we had to play Neto, even though he was injured at the start of the season. So it's really not gone well. Jordi Alba missed 18 days, 4 little injuries. And it's just every time we've got those tiny little injuries, which is just that's why we bottle it. But we'll see each other at the end of the season, so on the 18th of May, and we'll see how we've done. We might still win La Liga, we might win the Spanish Cup, and we're still in the European Champions Cup. So let's fill this the cupboard. See you there. Alright, it is now the end of the season, and as you can see, we finished third with 68 points and a goal difference of 30. But what is really astonishing is that Real Madrid finished first with 101 points and a goal difference of 86, which is absolutely incredible. They scored 100 goals and they only conceded 14. That's absolutely amazing. And if you have a look at the player overview stats, you can see Eden Hazard is leading the top goal charts with 26 goals out of 35 games, which is amazing. And we're down in second with Leonel Messi scoring 16 in 29. And are we somewhere else? We are not in here. We are in here. We had 16 clean sheets from Ter Stegen. Don't do key tackles. We didn't do most tackles. We are down in here, the most distance per 19 minutes. And you can see there Nelson Semedo run for 14.12 kilometers with a total distance of 308 kilometers in 20 games. And Sergio Roberto down here 13.51 kilometers in also 20 games. Most dribbles, Nelson Semedo's in second with 5.44 dribbles a game. And we're not down here in the assists, we're not down in here. Well, we were second in that one, and Messi is down in fifth with shots on target, with 61% of his shots being on target. But if we have a look at the competition, so third in the division, knocked out in the quarterfinals by Real Madrid, and either PSG or Liverpool will win the Champions League. The Spanish Cup, we won it, and well, you already knew we won the Spanish Super Cup. Spanish Cup, quite surprisingly, we had to play Levante in the final. We beat them 3-0, 3-1, sorry. In the semis, we played Sevilla, beat them 4-2. Levante scraping through with 1-0. And in the fifth round, we played Real Madrid. We beat them 3-2. Levante actually beating Atletico Madrid, so that's quite impressive. So they deserve to be up there. Our top goal scorer in this league or in this cup run was Luis Suarez with 5 goals, and Ter Stegen had 3 clean sheets. But now let's have a look at the squad. Most goals go to Lionel Messi with 25 goals and 14 assists in 44 appearances. Luis Suarez 54 appearances, including those 2 off the bench, 19 goals, 5 assists. Disappointed in that because I know he can do a lot better. Antoine Griezmann, 12 goals, 12 assists. That's nice to see. Double marks in both goals and assists in 55 appearances. And Frankie de Jong, 9 goals, 4 assists. I think he can do a lot better, but I believe he was injured for quite a while. Yeah, 3 days, 12 days, 3 days. So every time was something that kept him off his game. Still scored a 7.21 average rating. And if we look here, Rakitic played 41 games, and that is without those substitute appearances. So he played 48 games, 7 goals, 10 assists. Really good, really impressive. Jordi Alba from the left back, 5 goals, 5 assists. Gerard Piqué, our top defender of course, had 5 goals and 1 assist from centre back. That's impressive. But what I'm disappointed about is Arthur not turning up at all. 23 appearances in 23 starting appearances and 21 appearances as a substitute. Only 1 goal and 4 assists. That's terrible. For the amount of money that he's on, he would be out next season. But yeah, so this tactic, would I recommend it? Well, of course it's my own, so I say yeah, go ahead, download it, but make sure you've got those right players. As you can see, Arthur is only 3-star, Frankie's only 3-star. Frankie did a good job. Arthur not so much. I've seen him have seasons in which he had doubles for both goals and assists. So either make sure he gets a position in which he can play, or try to buy another player for him. Same goes for Samuel Umtiti, had a terrible season. Sergio Busquets, decent overall, I think. If we have a look, career stats this season, 7.01 average rating, but only 2 goals, 3 assists. Come on. I know he can do better. He knows he can do better, but yeah. A little bit disappointed about Antoine Griezmann, to be honest. Came in for 120 million and only 7 goals, 8 assists. Might due to the fact that he had to play on the left side. He's not a natural in that position, but yeah. So I would definitely mix some things up if I were to continue. Replace Samuel Umtiti with a better defender and try to find a better central midfielder. But overall, I think we can be happy with the way we played. If we have a look at the team, of course we couldn't score most goals they did, but we scored 63 goals nonetheless. We did concede a lot. We didn't have most clean sheets, average possession. We're not even in the talks in there. We are only down in 12 with 49%. That's terrible. But yeah, so I will definitely try and tweak this tactic. So if you've got any tips, let me know, and maybe we will try it out again sometime. But for now, I'll see you guys on Friday.